Hi guys, my name's Calvin. Welcome to the Military Misfit channel. I want to do a video today on the British Special Forces snow vest. There's not a lot of information on these. The only real pictures come out of this book here, and even then they're quite minimalist. It's just basically a guy wearing the vest. That book's dated from 1986, so I think it's safe to say this is like an 80s item. The magazine pouches seem to be designed around 7.62 mags, so that sort of gives us a bit more credibility to that. There's another article was put out by Combat and Survival magazine, and so I'll be leaning quite heavily on that. The magazine was a monthly magazine, and they had now and then they'd have features on kit and camo, and often they do like reviews on military type kit. Alright, so on the front of the vest we have two main ammo pouches. These are quite unique. They have a stiffen flap here, and then two press studs and Velcro. So what's quite unique is also we have stiffen panels on the side, a bit like the PLCE gear, but this section here is not stiffened. It's just lined with cordura. So these should have been nice and easy to undo with mittens or gloves on. In the magazine article they say that you can fit 3 7.62 SLR mags, or 3 of the 30 round L4A4 Bren gun mags that would have been used at the time. The Bren gun was popular for use in the Arctic because it was magazine fed, and so you didn't have to worry about link and so on getting contaminated in the snow. In this pouch here I've managed to squeeze in 4 of the Magpul style PMags. The PMags are a lot thicker, or a bit thicker than the aluminium ones, so I think it would have easily taken 4 of the old style aluminium magazines for the Armalite. I think these are a great utility general purpose ammo pouches. You can fit quite a wide variety of ammunition and magazines in there. Also they come with these pull tabs. So what's unique about these is that you can use it to pull a magazine out quickly. So here we have the magazine, and then just reach under and then that will pull it out. I don't have any SLR magazines. The closest things I have are the AICS magazines by Magpul, 10 rounders, but they're only an inch shorter than SLR mags. The other thing that you can do with these is adjust the height. So here we have the mags just sitting just below the top of the pouch, or you could put them in a different spot if you wanted. So that's quite a nice feature. So even if you were using the 20 round SLR mags, you could easily adjust it so that they're still reachable. The pouches are double lined with cordura and quite substantial, and then we have edging around the edges there, or binding. It's all in quite decent condition, and so I think it's quite hard wearing. On the sides we have these smaller elastic pockets. I'm not sure exactly what's supposed to go in there. The top of the pouch opens out to about 50mm. The L2A2 grenade use at the time would have been 56mm. But that does have an edge around the centre of it. You might have been able to push that over and then get it out. I'm not too sure. This grenade here is the old pound apple style, and it's too thick and won't fit in. Then on this side we have another pouch. In the magazine article they say it can take 3 of the 30 round mags. It's a lot simpler in design. In this case I just have a 700ml water bottle in there. I think this is more of a general purpose utility pouch. I'm not sure what would have gone in there. Possibly survival kit, some type of radio, what have you, extra ammunition perhaps. and that just closes with 2 press studs, and then again another of their elastic pouches on the side. On this side here we have 6 ammo pouches. Now I'm not sure exactly what these are for. I've managed to fit some 40mm casings in there, so that will easily, I think it's easily deep enough to take a 40mm round. What's interesting though is that I can only fit 2 in the top one. I can fit 3 in the bottom, but they won't close properly, their press studs won't engage. So I don't know if that's a QC issue, or perhaps they're just designed for pistol mags. 6 pistol mags is a lot to carry though, so I've got no idea really what's going on there. The first version had 4 of these pouches, so they felt the need to expand that and put in 6. So there's another version, I believe it's the first, that has 4 pouches here. This is the second version, and then there's a third version that has some clips on the back, which I'll show you in a minute. So these, in Combat Survival magazine, they managed to get 6 pistol mags in there. So yeah. Alright, up the top we have elastic panel, elastic section. This is for smoke grenade or possibly first field dressing. Not sure if I'd want smoke grenades there, it doesn't feel too secure, but then maybe it's different when the elastic was still working. As you can see, mine's pretty frayed. The vest is made of heavy duty mesh, and then up the top here we have a padded section over the shoulders, which is quite good. Inside is pretty simple, there's no pockets or anything. You'd think there'd be like a pistol holster perhaps, or a mat pocket, but no, there's nothing like that. Moving on to the back of the vest, at the bottom here is attachment point for a small bag. The article calls it a barrel bag, but I don't know why. I'm not sure what kind of barrel you would fit in there. It looks to be far too short for a Gympie or a Bren gun barrel. I think it's more likely to be used for a bivvy bag. I don't have the bag, but I do have the straps, and this is just an idea of what things could look like. So here it just attaches to this piece of webbing here. To quote the article, so underneath the pack, attached to it by straps through tape eyelets on the underside and on the lower back of the vest, could be attached a small barrel bag fashioned from the same white mesh with the green nylon lining. That's the same as this one here. This bag, which had a simple near full width velcro fastening, was designed to carry a double hooped bivvy bag of the style which became very popular after the Falklands conflict. This freestanding tunnel-like mini tent was much preferred over the flat bivvy bag for mountain or Arctic operations, as snow was less likely to settle on it. Personally, I think it's much more likely than a spare barrel, but who knows? Hit me up in the comments. I'm keen to hear what you guys think. So up the top here is a day sack, a small day sack, about the same size as the 58 pattern pack, and designed by some kind of sadist, I believe. Who on earth would put these types of little lock buckles on there? So in that picture that I showed you from the book, they actually have clips, and I'll put up the colour version of it and you can have another look. I believe the third version had clips here instead of these. It's not too bad at size. Could carry a decent amount of survival gear in there if you, I guess the whole idea is to be lightweight and streamlined, so you don't want it too big. But then you could compact it down out of the way and then just wear a normal day sack over the top. On the top here is some webbing attachment points if you wanted to wear a snow cape or attach a snow cape or a similar item. So the pouch itself is made of green nylon, heavy duty nylon, and then over the top they have the white mesh. So I'm not sure why they would do that on the back, but then not on the ammo pouches around the front. It's a bit odd really. On the sides, adjustment is done with leather locks. One thing that I like here is that they put the leather locks at the back, so that when you're wearing the vest, you simply pull forward. It's a lot easier to pull your gear forward rather than pull it back. And then this guy here has just taped it up, as you would do. Front closes with a zipper, and that's about the vest. There's a bit of speculation in the article about who would have used it, but they're pretty confident it was used by the SAS rather than the SBS. The Royal Marines mountain leaders were using chest rigs and bergens, and remember that the SBS basically developed the utility chest rig. So this is the Arctic copy of the original SBS chest rig, and what's unique about it is the utility pockets on the side. So prior to this point, most chest rigs were just carrying like ammunition, maybe a handgun, and grenades and smoke bombs, things like that. But the SBS were working a lot with the Clipper kayaks, and so they needed a way to carry extra kit. They couldn't wear belt kit in the canoes, and so they were looking at a way to carry a bit more stuff, and so they came up with the original SBS rig, and then Arctic copied it, but the configuration is the same. All the pouches on the vest have metal eyelets at the bottom to allow drainage, and that includes the ones on the side. A quote from the article. They spoke to an ex-Special Forces guy who'd actually used the vest, and this is what he had to say about it. You sometimes find you get exactly the same problems with kit, whether it's very cold or very hot climate. The snow vest was made of nylon, and we were issued a very similar vest also made of nylon for desert use. You sometimes find that you get exactly the same problems with kit, whether it's for a very cold or a very hot climate. The snow vest was made of nylon, and we were issued a very similar vest also made of nylon for desert use. You know that the nylon tended to retain body heat, but the big problem with both vests was that they fastened with a front zip. So unlike today's buckle fastening vests, you had no way of ventilating your chest. In both cases, desert or snow, and because of this, the vest could be very hot to wear. This was a big problem in a cold climate because it made you sweat a lot, causing you to lose too much body heat. I've never worked in the Arctic. It seems like a pretty unforgiving place. But I think one of the general rules there is you really don't want to sweat. Because once you get that moisture inside your clothing, it's very difficult to dry it out and get it out. In a hot climate, that same overheating problem could lead to heat exhaustion. The front of the vest was green, so we used strips of white tape to break up the big blob of dark colour. Whenever we needed to wear a rucksack, we used the same type of tape to fasten down the permanently attached backpack so that we could carry our issue bergen. And it's from an ex-British SF operator. I believe the other vest he's talking about there was the pattern 72 lightweight pack. Although that doesn't close with a zip, that closes with toggles. They were very popular, and they were used all the way from Amman up until the Gulf War. There's a famous picture of Andy McNabb using one. I think his memory is just playing tricks on him there. I don't think there's a whole other desert vest that closes with a zipper. Alright guys, I hope today's video was useful. Thanks for staying to the end there. Do us a favour and hit the old like and subscribe buttons. Have a good one. Cheers guys.